Captain Todd steered through the turbulent waters off the coast of Somalia, oblivious to the looming danger. Without warning, the peace was broken by the sharp sound of grappling hooks slamming against the ship's hull. Pirates, fully armed and eager for loot, quickly swarmed aboard. However, Captain Todd had a surprising advantage up his sleeve. As the pirates pressed forward, their certainty began to falter when they discovered that the cargo they had hoped to seize was not what they had anticipated. Todd had been anticipating this moment with growing anxiety. He knew his trade route passed through risky areas, and while he was equipped with defensive weapons, he was keen to avoid a violent encounter. As the pirates approached the edge of his container ship, Todd had to make a quick decision. An unexpected boost of confidence surged through him. He seized the microphone and urgently announced over the intercom, instructing every crew member to head to the cafeteria below deck and alerting them to the incoming pirates. He then shut down the ship's engines, leaving it vulnerable to the ocean's whims. As the crew followed Todd's orders and gathered in the cafeteria, the pirates, under the command of a self-proclaimed Captain Jack, boarded the vessel. Despite their apparent lack of organization, their ability to board undetected suggested they were seasoned criminals. Jack and his crew aimed to pilfer the ship's most valuable items, focusing on small, high-value goods that could be easily sold. They split into pairs and small groups to search for crew members and loot. Unaware of Todd's vigilance, the pirates proceeded with their plan. Todd quickly formulated his response, instructing his 2 second-in-command officers to lock the crew in the cafeteria and join him in the control room. The pirates would be in for a surprise. The officers moved swiftly to set up the trap. Meanwhile, 2 pirates, Ahmed and Yusuf, patrolled the deck, increasingly unsettled and confused by Captain Jack's order to team up, especially given their lack of experience and the ship's scale. In the control room, Todd and his seasoned second-in-command, Harris, reviewed the ship's blueprint and crafted a plan. They decided to use the ship's complex layout to their advantage, setting up a trap in the cargo hold. They created a noise, intentionally amplified, to draw the pirates in. Ahmed and Yusuf, gripping their AK-47s, approached the source of the sound, mistaking it for hidden crew members. Their eyes widened in astonishment when they spotted a stash of gleaming new smartphones, a stark contrast to their old weapons. Entranced by the potential windfall, they momentarily lost focus on their mission. Hidden nearby, Todd and his team, hearts pounding, observed the pirates through a narrow gap, poised to spring their trap. The temptation of the smartphones proved too overwhelming for Ahmed and Yusuf, who, almost delirious with excitement, began cramming their pockets with the devices, their minds clouded by visions of immense wealth. Lost in their looting, the pirates failed to notice the faint click of the door locking behind them. With a quick and silent signal, Todd gave the order. In a flash, the crate's doors slammed shut, the sound of locking bolts resonating through the hold. Ahmed and Yusuf, caught in the midst of their revelry, now found themselves imprisoned by their own greed. This successful capture was a crucial first victory. In the harsh glow of the crew's mess hall, Todd quickly assembled his team, his voice urgent. He laid out their next steps and then moved decisively back to the control room, ensuring that all communication devices in the crate were disabled. His goal was to keep Captain Jack uninformed and increasingly isolated. Todd's eyes remained fixed on the ship's surveillance monitors, closely tracking Captain Jack and his remaining crew with the precision of a predator. Gathering his crew once more, Todd spoke firmly, yet calmly. "Keep out of sight and stay safe. We're not finished yet." The crew nodded in solemn agreement and dispersed into their hiding spots, ready for the next stage. In the quiet of the control room, Todd reached for the radio, speaking in a low, controlled voice as he contacted the Coast Guard. He described their critical situation with the authority of an experienced captain, his words clear and to the point. Through the crackling transmission, Todd detailed the capture of 2 pirates and the ongoing threat posed by Captain Jack and his armed crew still aboard the ship. Despite reaching out for assistance, Todd knew that the situation remained precarious. He continuously monitored the screens, his mind racing with possible strategies, ready to act at a moment's notice. Captain Jack, his expression marked by suspicion, led his remaining crew through the ship's corridors with heightened vigilance. The absence of Ahmed and Yusuf was deeply unsettling. Their silence on the radio was uncharacteristic, and Jack's instincts told him something was wrong. Meanwhile, Todd's mind raced as he devised a plan to neutralize the threat while ensuring his crew's safety. In the echoing corridors, Jack's irritation turned into aggression. "Show yourselves or we'll come find you," he roared, his voice dripping with threat. He knew that time was running out, along with his chance to control the escalating situation. Resolute, Captain Todd opted to confront Captain Jack on his own. He hoped that a direct solo approach might defuse the situation and avoid further conflict. As Todd laid out his plan, the crew exchanged worried looks, their faces reflecting their anxiety. Todd equipped himself with non-lethal gear, intending to outsmart rather than engage in a physical struggle with Jack. As Todd drew nearer to Jack's position, the ship was shrouded in a tense quiet. Turning a corner, Todd came face to face with Jack and his crew. Stepping into their view, Todd's calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the pirates' startled reactions. After a brief, tense pause, Jack agreed to follow Todd, though he kept his weapon trained on him. Todd guided the pirates through the labyrinth of containers. As they reached the chosen spot, a seemingly innocuous location among the cargo, Todd gave a subtle signal to his concealed crew. He led the pirates to a crate overflowing with dazzling jewelry. The sight of the valuables sparked avarice in the pirates' eyes. Two of them, unable to resist the temptation, hurriedly started filling their bags, their attention completely absorbed by the treasure. Todd watched them closely, waiting for the right moment. While the pirates were preoccupied, Todd swiftly pushed Captain Jack into a hidden pit on the deck, where crew members lay in ambush to subdue him. As Jack fell into the trap, Todd's crew acted quickly. Caught off guard, the remaining pirates had little chance against the well-coordinated team, who efficiently subdued them. Every move was precise and practiced, showcasing their training and teamwork. Within moments, the last pirate was restrained, his arm securely held behind his back. On the horizon, the Coast Guard cutter appeared, slicing through the waves as it made its way towards the ship. The arrival of the vessel instilled a shared sense of relief among the crew. After the Coast Guard boarded, Todd directed them to the location where the pirates were confined. One by one, the pirates were handed over, including Captain Jack, who looked disoriented by the rapid turn of events. His look of shock and disbelief sharply contrasted with his previous arrogance and aggression. The Coast Guard officers carried out a comprehensive debriefing with Todd and his team, attentively listening as Todd detailed the unfolding events. They acknowledged the crew's quick thinking and bravery with nods of approval. Their expressions of appreciation filled the ship, recognizing the crew's valor and their essential role in averting a serious threat. Thanks for following along with this story. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the pirates and Captain Jack in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more intriguing updates.